Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Yeah, on the last episode, let's be honest, we were set up. We were set up by Von Karma and his bullshit. And unfortunately, it worked. He clapped us real good. However, he didn't count for Larry Butts to show up and basically testify. And that probably pissed him off. Of course it pissed me off! That peasant got into my way! Anyhow, we're gonna continue. Anyhow, it seems that according to Larry, he heard a gunshot. However, it seems that he heard the gunshot somewhere between earlier than before midnight. Whereas there was another gunshot going on after midnight. And Lara's camera seems to confirm that to be the case. Yeah. She set it up to her loud noises, and well, it triggered more than once, so go figure. Anyway, we're gonna continue the case right now, and we have to show some a specific type of evidence to not lose 2 bars.
Please show the court the evidence if you have any. Yeah, of course you do. The pistol. I'm positive it's the pistol.
Yeah, it just fired 3 times.
Take that!
This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses... Whoops. Damn it! However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That the third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Man, this is gonna take on forever.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, that leaves me wondering what exactly did happen on that night on the lake.
Exactly! If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why?
Uh-oh. I better think of something quick. Wait a second. The gunshot separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it! Huh? I remember the case with the steel... Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. Right, I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony now has cleared up this entire case.
God damn! This motherfucker's unhinged!
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tis. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
No. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. at the time of the murder, on the one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. You know, the mentally challenged one. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Mond, were on that boat.
There was a
gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Mond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine another possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? I have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says... Okay. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
It would be Edgeworth and the murderer. I'm gonna say before we do this so we don't get this wrong. You got it right. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
Oh, damn!
What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... We don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's the I don't know.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know?
Bah! Again! You waste my time! You damn peasant!
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man! At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake to shoot someone? May I suggest the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Okay, Okay, where do we have to click then exactly? I don't remember. I think it's the boat shop, right?
Yeah, probably.
Take that!
I mean, it has to be, because that's where he's only located at.
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. The way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake searching for in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he starts to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he just had to return a boat? If he had just returned a boat? The boat shop!
Man, I'm never gonna get home!
Oh my god. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Okay. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out in the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? That would be the boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that, hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. That is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired on that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly!
Boo!
Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night? And you better come clean, Edgeworth.
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received the letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir. Bailiff. We are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. Uh-oh. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Holy shit, he's a murderer!
Oh, dear. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
Ah, look at him. A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Man, finally!
Damn, he freaking ran off, bro.
Yeah, he ran off. He yeeted his ass from there.
Okay. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still.
I mean, hey, Larry did came clutch, bro. You can't deny. He came clutch for you, Nick. He came clutch.
He did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. It looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. Try to smile. You can try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
You better tell us, man. Edgeworth?
No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder. To be continued.
Okay. Okay.
And now we're going for the final investigation. And then it'll be the final trial.
What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about?
A memory crime that I committed. A memory of a murder.
Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick.
Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? Okay, he's come to rub it in. I had him swooning in the aisles. Oh my! I remember them booing you though.
Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint.
Right on! Tell me the truth. It was like love at first. Okay, come on, bruh. Love at first sight, right? Larry, you're pushing it, buddy. You push right, Nick. You know the guy from the courtroom. Boo! 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 Hey, what the hell are you doing here? Nah, I followed here to boo you.
Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two.
I think you can do better than that. Oh, come on, bruh. Come on, I saved Edgeworth. I'm there. In there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Okay, now you deserve to be booed. Boo! He's pushing it. Boo! Boo!
Larry, you really helped out in that trial today. You did. If you weren't there, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty.
But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. Motherfucker, you don't even have to say that, man. We saw him escape. But AG ain't off the hook yet. Well, that's actually true.
Way to spoil the mood, Larry.
Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. Are you proud of yourself? I mean, you can really know he's telling the truth about that night, right? About that night.
Uh-oh. Nick?
Okay, he has a point, though.
I don't know, but what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two?
Us two?
Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right?
Nah, he means me, right, Nick?
Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? Oh. But why you, Larry?
Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick?
Enough with the silent treatment. Alright, let's talk about Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me. Miles. Larry, they saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about?
Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot.
Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there.
Not that long, actually.
It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry, spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, oh yeah. Now that you mention it, I do remember that.
I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. Oh boy. I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you, thief! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him! Just admit you did it! You can't hide the truth! Tell us the truth! I'm not gonna play with you anymore! Oh shit. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Wow. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Oh, I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize, and when I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting, that's when it happened.
He shouldn't have to apologize.
That's Edgeworth, isn't it?
The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Churs.
But Miles?
It wasn't you who stole my money, was it?
Wait, Edgeworth was the one who had his money taken?
Yeah, it was Edward.
No.
Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent.
But Miles, it was your money that was stolen, so? Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry.
Why don't you all just shut up?
That's all. That's Larry.
This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it.
Very well. I will replace the money myself. Then who did take the money?
I mean, should I tell you?
Actually, wait. We'll probably find out. Let's see. This class trial is over.
Yeah, we're gonna find out later. So
that's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Oh, look at Maya. Wow, I had no idea.
yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot.
That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry.
Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. Wink, wink. So I took it kind of personally, you see? When something smells, it's usually the butts.
Okay, so you know what? That confirms that Larry was the one who took the money, didn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious to know. Like, he's also the only other person who wasn't in class that day.
Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father.
I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney.
And a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident, right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened?
Why?
I mean...
What?
Go ahead.
I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know.
Something happened between those several years that made him become this way. Besides the DL6 incident. That's what I thought too. Tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why you became a defense attorney? To me, Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him.
Whoa, Nick! So, is that why you helped me out for free?
Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free.
Hey, yo. he tried to get out. He tried to get out. Oh, Nick! Nick!
Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean up some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
And that's about it for Larry right now. We have to move to a different place now.
Yep.
I mean, we got plenty of options, so...
Wait a minute. Before you continue... Oh, he did say something about putting evidence away. How do you even put this evidence away?
I think he does it manually. He does it manually. You don't have to do anything.
Are you sure about that?
Unless he's referring to the... no, wait. Oh, unless he's referring to the metal detector or something.
Oh wait, he already did it. I think he already did it, because Lotta's testimony's gone. He already did it. Okay.
Yeah, he usually does it automatically. Like, you don't have to... Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
Close one today, eh? Tell me about it. I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half.
Damn.
How the hell did you do that?
Sorry about that.
No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. We're gonna get that old man and we're gonna clap him good.
You mean the boat shop caretaker?
Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in custody by tomorrow. By trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal.
Damn. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today.
Oh, one other thing.
Eek.
No one can go into the woods today. Okay, so not this
Woods?
place then.
Where Lotta was camping?
The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. Oh. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. Yeah, the park ranger's pissed.
I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble.
Oh my god, did you really have to do that? That physically hurt me. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
Okay. All right, Detective.
Alright, I'm off this time.
Okay. All right, so. All right, let's go. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. Guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. All right.
Well, yeah, we saw him at... Okay, boat... Oh, there is still one thing we haven't grabbed yet, and that's that box. Whatever's in the box in the boat rental shop.
Okay. The old turkey here
Yeah,
guy
that
got
green
away.
box, the one that was on top of the TV.
Oh, okay. I never imagined he might be the real murderer.
Him?
I know exactly who this is, but we're going to leave that in suspense. We're going to go ahead and save the game. Alright, and we're going to call it an episode. So, next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, this will be the final day of investigation. And the final day of the trial begins tomorrow.
Yeah, for Edgeworth is for the murder of Hammond.
We need to figure out who the boat shop caretaker really is. We need to figure out his identity. Hopefully there'll be some more evidence around here. Let's see, around the boat shop that can give us something.
Yeah, there is one. It's inside the safe, but we need a password to go into it. Although we actually do know the password already. Polly told us, but we couldn't get it because the old man was in there. So.
Yep.
But since he might not be in there this time, we might be able to snatch it. I mean, borrow it.
Alright, yeah, but that's the plan. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching this, and we will see you next time.
Yeah!